What's up, guys? Hope you're good. Okay, I hope we're all good. So this synthetics, I'm seeing a buy continuation on H4, so I'm going to open an order. I'm actually late on this buy. I saw it earlier, or those were in it from yesterday, I guess, because we had a clear break and rejection of the zone. This was pretty much clear. This one here. Same candlesticks we were talking about just now on excuse me, same candlesticks we were talking about on currencies. Okay, I was just responding to that quickly. So yeah, I'm seeing buys continuation probably into the zone. Let's see. For me, that looks like an order block. I don't have much data on it now. Yeah, but my price looks like it will get to the 800 on the H4, 800 EMA. So just to do multi-time frame analysis, first thing I want to check is my daily. Okay, daily shows that this price will actually push to this area. Okay, so I have my TP on 12,645. I should be able to catch at least 100 pips from that trade. But you know, we start scaling out on 50. Once you hit 30, 40, 50, you can scale up, then leave the rest of the positions running. So daily, I'm seeing a bullish move. So probably I'll look for some buying order blocks on the smaller time frames. So this is my daily view. H4. Okay, H4. Also bullish, nice rejection here of this area and of the 13 EMA as well. So I'm seeing the price breaking these current highs. These highs here, they should be broken. Probably we hope they get broken aggressively so that we can profit off that move. So this is H4, so we should push to that TP area or at least to the 800 moving average. This is H4. Let's check H1. H1 also got a bullish bias. So you see, I keep on opening buy positions because I'm very confident with the price action I'm seeing. So if you want to consider where to put your stop loss, just below the current H1 candle. That's where your stop loss goes, or just below this low, depending with your risk. So I'm seeing it, but I'm seeing these highs from yesterday and today being broken. They're actually broken slightly, but we need like a nice push up. So that's the reason of me buying right now at current market price. So let me just update on WhatsApp in case people are not in here. Okay. Okay, so this is H1. We're going to quickly jump on to M15. M15 also giving me that confluence that I should scale in. I just want to check how many positions I have there. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna add one more just now. Okay, so that's M5 view. Okay, this pattern, for me, it's mainly patterns which I trade with. So with screen time, there's certain patterns which you see happening over and over again. And you know that definitely this is going to fall or to go up, just like what we did yesterday on C1. We had a nice pattern there. That's why we say scaling, scaling, scaling. And those who were in the trade actually benefited from it. So same thing with here. If it will, this setup I'm seeing now will only get violated if price breaks this low first and this one, then my setup becomes violated. Whatever I'm seeing now, it will be a different view. So those are some of the confluences you need as well when you trade. So B1, you can open positions at CMP. Okay, B1, we've got positions running at CMP. Okay, let me see if we can get another confluence on M5. So we've got a buying confluence from as high as the daily. That's why we're actually buying now. So C5 shows that we're currently in an uptrend based on the Btmm. We're trading above the 800, trading above the 2, trading above the 50. So we're currently in an uptrend. So this setup we have will only be violated if price comes below 12,440. But for now, the buying confluence is strong. We look to target 50 to 100 pips on this move. So I'm just going to proceed and open one more. Okay, I'll see if I can continue scaling in just as it moves. So that's my view on B1. Then C5. Let's see. It looks like we are on an OB. Let's just confirm. Not exactly. But price can come as high as this area. Okay. So this is H1. We're just going to do multi-time frame analysis just to confirm. So we can get spikes. Let me also see if I can put a trend line there. Okay, high probability we'll get spikes here. So this will be my sell zone. Stop loss just above here. Then I wait for price here. So if it breaks here, it will come into this area. But there's a high probability. You see, we've been respecting the 50 EMA. So let's see if we can get a form of a pattern here so that we can continue with that sell. So this is a sell OB on H1. I'm just going to go to the daily for the multi-time frame analysis. Daily looks like we're still selling. We had nice momentum from yesterday. So you see, we're basically building up on the setup we had. Price has been breaking, retesting, breaking. Today, I'm expecting a bit of a momentum, though, to the downside before we even think of retesting this level we just broke. Okay, so today I have a high bias on selling C5. Just a continuation from yesterday's momentum. So that will be my reason for that sell. But if you price retests this area, it will definitely retest on that OB. So I will mark those prices when we get to H1. So this is the daily, then we go to H4. H4, we got a nice pullback going on, so it could possibly, Okay, I would like to have us put limits on 71.20. Okay, we're gonna start putting sell limits. $71.03. 71.03. So I'm also going to open a sell limit. 71.03. Okay, that's my first sell limit there. The second sell limit goes to 71.18. Okay, 7118. Okay, then as the price is in there, we'll start seeing some patterns. That's when I'll say let's scale in or let's cut loss or something like that. So, but for now, let's have those two limits, 7103 and 7118. So this is H1, it's just a slight pullback. You see price will probably retest this area. So it's also falling within this order block here, but they can come as high as this area just to induce buyers and to shake off any early sellers before they drop the price back down. So that will be my view on C5. So let's just go to H1. Okay, H1, let's see. Maybe this price wants to leave without us. H1, I don't have a reversal pattern yet. So entering now would be a bit of an early entry. I have no confirmation there. M15, I also don't have a confirmation unless my price comes back below the 50. So let's just be patient for C5. I'm trying to come through into our sell limits there. So unless price shows us something else, for now, let's just wait for the limits to activate. So we also have an OB which needs to be broken. For that sell which we are seeing to be valid, we have an OB which must be broken. So price could do this, then come into this area, then possibly do this. But let's just wait. But this is also a point of interest. If we break here, we're looking for a continuation to the downside. So we look to scale in after price breaks this area. So let's just be patient. This could come back here. Possible. So let's just wait a bit on C5. Then C1. Nice move from yesterday. We caught a very nice move. All the markings are still there on the charts. We had sells. We started having sells here. I believe that's when I started seeing the pattern, seeing sells. Then this zone was confirmed here. Nice rejection here. Break and the retest. Even people who entered here took profit, took nice pips. You could have taken profit here, taken profit here. Price just continued. Those were still up, just continue to fall. So for now, let's do multi-time frame analysis. Let's see what's up. Okay, so from the daily, I have bearish move going on. Nice bearish. This is the price rejecting the 13 EMA from the daily. This is the 13, right? Right, they induced buyers, took them out. So we should see this price come back to these lows. So tomorrow I'll be looking to sell C1 hard from tomorrow going onwards. So Sunday, Monday, we should look for sells on C1. Today we can also sell, but looking at the range which the price has moved, it could pull back a bit and then pull down. So let's see if we can get some order blocks, some selling order blocks. So if you've got a selling bias from a higher time frame, when you drop down to a smaller time frame, you looking to get selling order blocks. So you start from your 4 hour now. The selling order block here, price would actually push back as high as here. I don't think it will happen though. This price is coming in with so much momentum. It has broken this area. We will get a retest somewhere there. Let's see. Oh, this price could run away. So with C1, it's depending with your account size, you might want to open one position for now and just hold it. Let's wait and see what this price wants to do. So this price is also coming down into this OB. It's not really there yet. So we should see those cells. So if this level is broken, looks like we had a trend line here from some previous analysis. And if you check here, this is a certain view which we once posted, which I had, which didn't play out as I thought. It just came back up all the way here. We did catch some pips though. I believe we did on some cells in there on the intraday cells, and we caught yesterday. So we caught this move. Let's see if this momentum this price is coming with is showing me that we could drastically break this trend line as well, break this zone as well, possibly come to these lows. So I've got a huge selling bias there. So let me just remove these ones. I just deleted some of my zones there, but anyways. Okay, so let's see what this price looks like. It's got some momentum. So we also want to see how H4 closes. H4 closes in about an hour and 6 minutes from now. So as long as H4 is not a reversal candle, we can expect to go lower. But if it closes like it is now, you can check after every slowdown, you can check price just turns and pushes back up. Then they will definitely be coming back to this OB before they fall to this OB here. Okay, they'll definitely be coming to around 72.30. So you might want to put a sell limit on 72. 72.30. It's probably slightly higher. Try to put it on 73.25. 72.25, sorry. 72.25. Okay, that's perfect. So let's leave those there for now, because I feel like this price is going to come down with so much selling momentum, because I believe sometimes when C1 decides to move, it really moves. Okay, we had momentum there. We didn't get quite a pullback, which we wanted, but we've been breaking. Yeah, so those limits are very valid there. You can leave them there for now. Let's see if price is going to be able to break this current zone, this zone here. If we break here, possibly we look for continuation, but I'll be updating on the group on WhatsApp. Okay, so what's the story with I'm just going to cross check on B1. B1 hasn't yet taken off, but we still believe it will. Apparently, when I updated my MT5, my TDI disappeared. I don't know, maybe they're not taking external indicators anymore, but I failed to put back on my TDI on my PC, so I use it on my phone. Okay, we should go up. So I think I have most of my money on B1. I'm just going to scale in there. Okay, so I got all my money on B1, B5. Is there anything else you want us to look at? Maybe. I'm just going to look at B5, then I'll look at C3. Okay, so B5, nothing on M15. So going to go straight to the daily. B5 kind of moves with some hectic patterns. This type of pattern here almost looks like it's a buy, but then you see price is already rejected off an order block here, which was marked previously some time back when we did analysis. So let me just drop down a little. Let me see, because they could actually push back into this zone before they decide to come back down. B5 can be a bit unpredictable, but let's see on H4. Let me check weekly first, because today it's Saturday. Nah, weekly for me, I don't think they'll push up. I don't think they'll push up. So daily, then H4. If they decide to push up, they need to give us a price, a sort of a pattern. If they decide to push up, they need to come back into the zone. So B5, let's be patient on it. I'll only be interested to look for buys if it decides to come into this area. Somewhere in here, that's where I'll decide on the buys. But for now, I don't think we've got anything. We do have an uptrend though, like on H4, we've got price creating higher highs, as you can see. So this is a possible, this is a point of interest for price to come back and possibly do this. But if they come back below, they could change and continue going down. So H4, that's my view. H1 also pushing down, so we could come as low as, if you can start having maybe buy limits around maybe 50.83, somewhere there for possible buy limits. Yeah, 50.83 possibly, or some possible spikes. But for now, I don't have anything, so our update is the day proceeds. Then C3, we're gonna start with it from the daily. Okay, I see B1 is spiked, but I'm not quite happy with the price action. Okay, so with price action, mainly your candles, when a candle is forming, it is, if price is going up, obviously has to give some rejection, you see, before it goes up. So I'm thinking they might pull down a bit before they go up. But however, I'm still confident with my buying bias. I still feel these levels will be broken just now, these levels. They might pull back though, probably as low as this. They might. So if you were on the charts earlier, basically how you need to look for your pullbacks is you need to determine where your price is going, right? Once you determine where your price is going, then try to look for order blocks. So if you were on the charts earlier, this red candle is an OB. So if you check about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours ago, price came and touched the OB, then spiked. So how we get our signals basically is we wait for price to come into the OB. So the limit would have been there, you see. So this trade could have been in 50 pips profit already. So now they haven't really broken this area. So this is not yet qualifying to be an OB. But if they do break considerably, price could pull back there, continue pushing up. That's basically how I do my things, or how I do most of my analysis. I think you have seen, because when we take our trades, it's live trades like this. But anyways, Going back to C3 daily. For me, daily price looks like it's pushing up. You can see from this price action. I don't have anything on C3 for now until it gets into this zone which we marked previously, or this zone which we marked previously. These are all higher time frame zones, right? Your daily, your H4. So for now, I've got nothing until my price comes to, let's just check H4. So basically, if you come to your charts, this is what you call once you analyze, you mark which pairs you've got the highest probability. Once you mark your pairs, those are the only pairs you look at on that day. So that's like your watch list. So you remove everything else. If you can put 3 of the charts, if it's 3 things, you put like split your chart into 3 so that you can monitor what's going on. If you get a pattern or a setup, you execute. Trade can either be a small loss or a big win. That's what we're aiming for. So don't be scared to take trades as well. So, hey, this is very weird price action here on C3 because H1, I would have actually, H4, I would have looked for a continuation sell. But the way this H4 candle is right now, I don't know what it wants to do. There is higher highs, higher lows showing an uptrend H4. This is an OB area here. So if they are to go up, why don't they fall into this area, possibly then push up? Okay, so C3, higher daily chart, I've got a buying bias. H4 is not clear. So once I start getting this confusion, I know that, okay, this one, I'm not really looking at it today because it's still unclear. Unless I see something which I understand, that's when I look to take the trade or to focus on the thing. So for now, you can see we're in a bit of an uptrend. So C3, I don't think we got anything for now, unless I see some price action or some pattern or some candlestick. So for now, I wouldn't want to trade it because they could be pushing up. We will get spikes here and there, but I feel like they want to push up. So for now, no pattern, no setup, no trade. Okay, so maybe they might just pull back to this area, possible, before they continue pushing up. So if you want to scalp trade, maybe if you want to sell, you might get a TP of 71, 75 area. But again, with C3, it's actually 100 pips from current price today. So you could still take your chances, but it's best to enter a trade which you're a bit sure of. So this one, I don't have a clear view. Let me just go to the smaller time frames. No, I don't have a pattern yet. So that will be a TP if you decide to sell. The pullback will come, but it's not yet clear whether it's activating now or not. So that's me on today's daily review. I think C5 is leaving us, but let's not worry much because we're going to wait for it to break here and retest. This is our point of interest to kill it. So don't worry much about this because right now they could still push back into our limits. So that's the update on the setups we have today. Selling C1, we sold just a little bit of profits, but I don't think it will push down now, but let's just wait and see. So stop loss, you might want to put a stop loss just here, or you might want to put it here, which is about 20, 30, 40, 50, about 30 pips. That 30 pips might be worth it because if it does drop here, it will obviously drop more. So just have a stop loss of 10 to 30 pips. So your 30 pips will be somewhere here. Then I'll continue reanalyzing later. So this one is on my watch list. So if I do take trades later, I'll still update. Last one is B1. B1 is still there. I'm still expecting them they might push, or they actually spiked. But I'm still not happy with this H1 because if it had a spike, I would be scaling in right now. But because they didn't come down when the price opened, I'm still a bit skeptical on it. Still a bit skeptical. I still feel they might want to come down into the zone, maybe, or just throw a spike at least before they push up. But however, I'm still very confident with buys here. So that's me for today. TP is on 12.6, 12.645 area. Possible targets 150 pips from where we entered. So you can see this trade is a bit worth it. You can risk your 20, 30, 40 pips at max, maybe 40. Yeah. Then you can look to get 100 pips. But I don't know if they break, they're going to move for sure. But you can always trail because with price, you know, it can go any direction. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your time. Both the sessions I did, both the one on currencies and the one on, and this one, I recorded them. So I think I'm going to send both of them to YouTube just now. So I'll send you the link as well. So thank you so much for your time. If you still have questions or if you still have something you want us to discuss, I'm a bit free, or I'm on the chats, so I can try to look at it and help you out. But otherwise, thank you so much. You can share the YouTube link as well, subscribe, like they always say. So thank you so much and have a good weekend.